It was a historical, pivotal moment on The Oprah Show. 200 men who had been molested as children came forward during our final season to shatter the stigma of male sexual abuse and to help survivors who have been suffering in silence release their shame. Jordan was also in our audience that day, standing in solidarity with his fellow survivors. He says that experience changed his life forever. Here's Jordan.
My life began as a happy child in a big happy family. I was an outgoing kid. I was a complete extrovert. Then my parents divorced and everything went downhill. And I went from being an extrovert to a complete introvert. I was a lonely kid and I became an easy target. I turned to a close family friend and he was there for me. He was everything that I was looking for in a mentor, in a father, in a best friend. He was kind, nice, funny, and I bought his trick hook, line, and sinker from the very beginning. He groomed me for a good year before anything happened. He talked to me about sex. He made me aware of sexual things, made me believe that I was gay and that what we were doing was more of a secret romance than anything else. He molested me for 2 or 3 years, and it got to the point where it just became habit. What he had made me think was a legitimate relationship, but that it was too taboo and it had to stay secret. And I believed him. Why wouldn't I believe him? He was the adult in this situation. I remember one evening, it was my father was throwing a Christmas party, and he came drunkenly up and attempted to molest me. And I just looked him straight in the face and I said, no. I said, stop it, I know what you're doing. And he stopped. And I hated myself for years, because if that's all that I had to do to get him to stop was tell him, why didn't I do it any earlier? So that was on my shoulders for a long time. I sought out all the most destructive ways you can cope with pain and abuse and tragedy, and I began using drugs. I began cutting myself, beating myself. I became an expert liar, a thief, and eventually a prostitute. I was always angry or sad. There was nothing else. When I went to Chicago to be a part of that show, I had already been working on myself and my recovery. Being a part of those 2 incredible episodes really had a profound effect on me personally. I no longer was part of what I believed was a marginalized community of male survivors, but I was now part of this huge worldwide brotherhood, and millions of guys were walking in my shoes. It was really quite incredible and powerful. It really became a huge stepping stone in my recovery. Since the show, I came out. I met the love of my life. He's been my partner ever since The Oprah Show. For all the other men out there, all the other survivors and victims of sexual abuse, you can overcome this.
Hi, YouTubers. I'm excited to give you an update about our own YouTube channel. Now you can find new videos every day. They're the kind of videos that will make you look at life differently. They may even make you laugh a little bit. Who doesn't need a daily dose of that? So here's just a taste of some of what you'll see.